Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the small trade that I took, as well as end of the month recap and my plan heading into August 2025. So, and basically why I am going to size more and risk more. I had Josh. I don't know your full username. Sorry, I don't have my phone on me right now, but Josh asked a question on yesterday's video, basically asking why I am going to be sizing up in August. And it's honestly a really good question. So I'm going to be going over that later in this video. But first, I just quickly want to talk about this trade. So as you can see here, we bought um, after this huge gap up. So let's actually go on TradingView so you guys can see. I put it on replay so we can kind of see what we were looking at first. So huge gap first, not huge, but relatively big gap here. Let's see if we can delete this. Right, so big gap, and then we just continued with bullish momentum higher. Right, so let's put volume profile on. So this is about where I took the trade. Now, why did I take this trade? Bouncing off of VWAP, and that's something that I spoke about in yesterday's video too. Right, I'm learning to trust the setup a little bit more rather than having to come all the way down to value area lows. If we're clearly bullish like we are, and we start pulling back to VWAP, a lot of times people want to enter in this spot in order to head higher. So now I only added two contracts. The price just escaped so quickly. There was no full pullback, right? We got this move, but then after that, that was it. It based and then boom, just shot up right here. Starting from here, it's like boom, just up. So I didn't have any time. That was my chance. I only had like five to 7 minutes to add here, and as you can see, I only added two contracts, right? I was hoping it would pull back a little bit here and then continue higher, right? But these are all-time highs. So once we got up to this value area high level right here, I was like, I'm out, right? I got exactly what I wanted. I guess you could call it a scalp. Um, but I didn't want to hold because you have no idea if you'll continue lower and come right back, or if you'll continue higher, which is exactly what did end up happening. So hindsight, I should have left a runner. If I left a runner, then that would have been nice, but I don't even know where to target. There's nowhere I can even target. This is the highest we've been. I believe so. Yeah, this is the highest we've been. So there's nothing I can do here, right? But either way, good trade, and that kind of leads into the segue, or that is the segue that leads into the topic of why I want to size up. So I'm going to answer Josh's question first, and then we'll kind of talk about the trade recap for the month. But honestly, I explained to Josh in the comments that I want to size up because of two reasons. One is the reason that I just feel overall I feel confident. The way that I've been trading these last 3 weeks, I am very proud of how I've been doing. I'm not revenge trading, I'm taking proper setups. I'm doing everything that I need to do to be a profitable trader, right? I've been trading now since November 2024, um, and it's been a long ride, right? My first funded account came in February 2024, ended up blowing that, came right back in April 2024, or 2024, 2025, geez, 2025. So February 2025, blew my first funded account, was 1 day away from a payout, and I blew it. April 2025, got another funded account, and then traded all the way up until June, got a payout there, right? So since then, obviously, I haven't gotten a payout. I blew that funded account because I just took the money, right? Had about a $700 buffer, and then ended up losing that. And then coming into this month, obviously, well, let's go back to June, right? So coming back into June, started trading again on this funded account. We got new funded accounts, right? So we have four of them. Trading through, and then coming into July, very tough month, right? The reason why it was tough was because of the fact that I just didn't have any certainty in what I was doing. Up until week 3 of July, there was 5 weeks in July. So Week three, this is the first day where I actually started trading with certainty, which is kind of insane, right? So I've been trading since November 2024, and it took until July 14th, 2025 to feel like I started trading with certainty, right? But regardless, we're here now. Because of that, and because of how I've been studying price action, because of my volume price analysis as well, and how I've been able to read that more appropriately, right? Not perfect, but more correct. I just feel ready. And I talked about it in one of my previous videos about how I feel like the bubble is about to burst. Like I feel like I'm about to become a next level trader, right? That doesn't mean that all of a sudden I'm just gonna start banging out payouts like $2,000, $5,000. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's close. And I feel like it's really close, and it's time for me to be able to size up and achieve that level, right? Now, we have four funded accounts. We took a trade on this one because we need to take a trade once a month, right? So all the rest of the three ones we took trades on, and obviously this one is our main account. So we're going to be trading this one first. Our goal is to get a payout from this one and then move on to the other ones, right? Whatever this payout is, right now I could take a payout of about $200, about $225. That's great, but I want to be able to aim for more, right? Again, it's not about the money, and I don't want it to be about the money, but of course, at some point, trading brings money, right? And that's all we want ultimately is we want to be able to be profitable and earn money so that way we can have financial freedom. But before I get to that point, my second reason why that I gave Josh that I'm sizing up is the fact that you have to play the prop firm game. And recently there was this guy, I think his name is Isaac Trading on YouTube. Came out with an excellent video actually, talking about how you should actually trade prop firms. Right now, prop firms, it's very difficult to trade in. They give you a $3,000 profit target if you're on a 50K account for Topstep, and a $2,000 balance essentially. That as soon as you blow up those $2,000, it doesn't matter. It's done. And the crazy thing is too, you can be up $2,000, but you can only lose $2,000 from that point, right? If you look and see, my maximum loss limit is about $1,800, but yet the account is profitable, $449, right? So because of this, they actually encourage you to trade with bigger size. Does that mean it's a good thing? Yes and no, right? It's a good thing for someone who is profitable, for someone that has an idea of what they're doing and knows how to trade, right? Now, am I going to sit here and say that I'm profitable? No, I'm not. But I am going to say that I have been trading well, especially in these last 3 weeks. Now, 3 weeks is not a huge sample size. Trust me, I understand that. I know. But I believe that all of my experience leading up to this point is basically giving me the option and the chance to prove to myself that I can do this, right? For myself. And that is why I'm going to be trading with bigger size. My balance is at 400, let's just call it $450. If I was trading with double the size, double the risk, right? Let's say all of these numbers are just doubled, this account value would be doubled. It'd be at $900, right? So that is now a more sizable payout that you can take. It would be about $450, right? Instead of 200, $225. But that's more sizable. That can help you pay some bills. That can help you do certain things, right? And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. If I continue trading well, if I continue doing everything exactly the same, but the size just increases from $200 risk to a $400 risk, or maybe even a little bit less on certain days, then I think I'm going to be okay. Now, I could be completely wrong, right? I have no idea. But the good thing about this too is that I have four funded accounts. I have one combine I'm trading. I hope to be able to pass that within the first week of August. I have about 4 or 5 free reset credits as well. So I'm going to be increasing the size on those. Um, and that kind of goes to the point that Isaac Trading was talking about too, is that you want to pass your combines as quickly as possible. The reason why is because you passing your combine is just giving you an opportunity to pay Topstep more money to get money for yourself, right? Now, if you're trading with my funded futures or a different prop firm that they don't have activation fees, um, then it's not exactly the same, but you still want to pass those accounts as quickly as possible, right? Once you get to the funded stage, that's when you start risking a little bit heavier. Again, that's if you have a strategy, you have an edge, you feel like you know what you're doing, um, and then you kind of go from there, right? And let's say that you have a 60% win rate. Over time, you're going to be profitable to the point where it's like, okay, like every 5 days, I win three of them, right? 400, 400, 400 wins. You lose 400, 400. So at the end of the week, you're profitable $400. You times that by four, that's $1,600 at the end of the week or at the end of the month, right? So again, I don't know. I think I'm waffling, to be honest. And this is the first time that I actually verbalized my reasoning as to why as well. So it may not sound, right? It may not be coherent. And also too, like you may not agree, right? Um, and that's completely okay too. The last reason, because I've been thinking it over, and there's a third reason, and I kind of mentioned it earlier too, is that it's about money, right? Now, obviously, too, it's like I'm not clouded by thinking, oh, I can make like $5,000 and all this other stuff. It's like, no, I don't truly believe that I can just go in there and start making $5,000, getting max payouts. I don't believe that. But I do believe that if I continue to trade well, I have an opportunity to help me and my family. Right now, we're going through some hard struggles, some financial difficulties, and I want to be able to help and provide through trading, right? I do work as a physical therapist, yes, but to be honest, the physical therapist salary after tax is really not that good. Um, and I want to be able to use this as side income. Coming into the year, I think I've said this in a previous video like a few months back, but I do want to say it now. And when we get to November, I'm also going to say it too again. Coming into this year, or really when I first started trading, November 2024, I said in 1 year, I want to make $25,000 in payouts. That's an insane goal. Um, but it's still my goal. I don't think I'll hit that goal now, right? Trading is so difficult. And when I said that, I was just being competitive and saying random things, not random, but like lofty goals, right? But in reality, the fact that my goal is to get $25,000 in payouts and we've put a slight dent into that goal is actually amazing, right? My goal was to be funded by April 2025. So you can see there was a huge difference. That was a more of a realistic goal. And we did that in February. Then my goal became, let's get our first payout. We did that in June, right? So now our goal is now, let's size up and let's continue trading well to see where we end up by November 2025. I definitely believe I can get another payout right now if I really wanted, right? I could request one right now on Topstep, would be able to give it to me. By the way, they changed the rules. So now instead of $200 days, winning days, you can have $150 winning days, which is really cool. So that increases the amount of winning days I've had. But still, I've not taken a payout on this account yet. We're trading with the full maximum loss limit at this time. But I can get another payout on this account, right? If I continue to trade well, if I continue sizing appropriately, having good risk management, then we're going to see where that leads us. Now, look, I might come back a week from now. I could come back a week from now and say, hey, this was a dumb mistake. I just blew all my funded accounts. I could, right? Um, but I just don't believe that to be the case. I believe that I am ready, and you have to be able to, I guess you could say, take that leap of faith, but in reality, you just need to be able to take that step forward and just say, hey, like, this is it. This is my time, and I'm going to do it now. So, yeah, I kind of hope that makes sense. It's a long diatribe, again, I don't think I'll probably go back and watch this video and be like, that did not sound coherent at all. You're making a terrible argument for why you're sizing up. You just want the money, right? Um, it's possible that's how it sounded, but at the same time, I really do believe in myself, and I really do believe in what I can do and how well I can trade and what I can do, right? So let's talk about lastly July recap. I might put timestamps because some people might want to listen to certain sections of the video. So I'll probably put a timestamp for these three sections. But last section of this video is July recap, right? So if we go back through July, you can see here, started off on a loss. We didn't trade on this day, right? I don't think we saw anything on that day. These 2 days, right? I didn't understand what I was doing. I can go back and I can look at those videos and I can tell you right now that I didn't understand what I was doing. I understood risk management at the time. I understood position sizing, but I didn't have a clear idea in terms of what I wanted to do and when I wanted to do it, right? There's a ton of uncertainty. And in week 2 of July, this really showed. I took a trade, I lost. I took another trade, I lost. I continued to be on the wrong side of the market. The bias was always wrong. And I back tested that and I saw that and I realized I am continuously either entering too early, number one, entering too early, or two, I'm just picking the wrong direction. I didn't know if I should be going with the overall trend of the whole market, right? So leading from New York session into Asian session, if we were bullish the whole way, then obviously I'd want to be bullish, right? Or if I should just be going with the Asian session trend, with the immediate trend, right? I had no idea. I did not know at this point. So from this point on, from July 7th, it says July 8th, but obviously I trade at night. From July 7th on, I took the rest of the week off. I said, nope, I am back testing again. I'm going through it exactly what I did in March too, where March I did not take a single trade. That's actually a lie. I did accidentally blew my account because I was on the combine, but I thought I was on the practice account and I was like sizing heavy for no reason. And I blew my account. And I was like, wait, what's going on? So that was kind of stupid. But I took the rest of the week off, back tested, saw what I needed to do, figured out exactly where I should be taking my trades, figured out how to read bias, right? Even on tough days, how to read bias. And then I came back, and then from this point on, from July 13th, or technically July 14th on this calendar, that's when we started implementing everything we wanted to do, right? So now we finished the month profitable only by $55, but it's still better than not, better than losing, right? And from this point on, I mean, the whole month you could say we stuck to our rules. We did everything we wanted to do. But basically, from that point on, July 13th, July 14th, from that point on, it's just been really good trading. And I'm so proud with the way that I've traded every single day, except for this day. This day was kind of whack. I don't know what I was doing on this day. But every single day this time, even if we took a loss, right? Especially on this past Monday, even when we took the loss, I still felt like I had an idea of what I was doing. It was just up to the market whether it decided to go in my favor or not, right? So I'm just really proud of the way that I've been trading. I feel like I've achieved that new level. Like I said before, my mindset is like on a different level now. I feel so much better. I love exactly what I've been doing, the way that I've been trading. And I just feel like it's now time to take that next step. Jeez, I cannot speak English today. It is now time for me to take that next step. And that's what I'm going to do. So, obviously in the Stoic fashion, right? I could literally start off August, and I'm not trading tomorrow. I'm not trading, by the way. I'm taking tomorrow off, so I'm taking the last day of the month off. But technically, for you guys, it would be Friday, August 1st. I'm taking that off, and I'm starting fresh on August 4th. Um, but I could literally end up come in this week. It could be red, 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 red. Blow my account, start on the new funded red, red, green, red, blow the second account, red, green, red, blow the third account. I could literally do that in August, and I understand that, but I also accept that risk, and that is why I'm going to be sizing up. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I'm sorry, that was so long and huge diatribe again. Um, Basically like a whole explanation as to why I'm sizing up, right? It could sound like I'm trying to defend my position, but at the same time, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna stick with it for the whole month of August, and we're gonna see where we end up. So I really hope that at the end of August, we are profitable, we are taking one payout at least, and we just do what we need to do. I'm excited. So hopefully you guys are having a good trading week so far. End this month. Well, hopefully you guys ended this month well. Start August well. Do what you can to be profitable. Take profitable actions. Be the best version of yourself every day. All that cliche stuff. Um, and I hope that overall as well that you guys are happy, healthy, and well too. Tomorrow video will be of me back testing Monday's New York session. Not this past Monday, but a previous Monday. Um, I want to do some new things for you guys too. Like I said, I want to shout you guys out for having achievements, right? I want to encourage you guys if you guys aren't doing so well in trading or in life in general. I want to do more of Learn How to Trade Ranges with Me series. I also want to start doing like quizzes, right? So like those like trade with me quizzes where it's like, would you take it here? Would you take it there? And I think I mentioned that in the video coming out tomorrow too. I can't remember. Um, so I want to do more things because I just want this community, this trading stoically community to continuously be supportive, encouraging of each other, and just helping each other out, right? Because trading is such a lonely game and it's a difficult game to play, and it's hard to be profitable. It's hard to be profitable. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Hopefully, you guys ended the month well. And yeah, keep trading stoically. I'll see you guys in the new month of August.